Welcome back, everyone, to This Is Not My House. I've teleported to somebody else's house again. So I completely forgot where I left off on Farming Sim. It's been a little while since we've been playing. I do know that's going to have sound to it. Yep, there it is. Caught it in time. Oh, just noticed the map had... That's right, we were combining our own field. Actually, we were swathing our own field and combining it because it should rain at some point. Actually, we can tell when it's supposed to. Not the internet. Although it's goofy. Still not the internet. Okay, we're pulling 200 down. It's not the internet. Well, it depends. It's pulling 200 down, but what's the upload? 21. It's fine. Totally fine. It's just YouTube being crap. Alright, so we have enough time to get some of maybe our whole field off. I'll do 2 rounds. I forgot how to use my swather. It's been that bloody long. Okay, I love this mod already. This is awesome. And you know what the best part is? My character on the inside isn't janky. Oh, it is good to be back in the seat of the swather. So yeah, I'll do 2 rounds and then I'll go back and forth. I should have enough time before it's supposed to rain. Loading again. The upload is fine. The upload is 100% fine. It's just being crap. Load, stop. What are you doing? Alright, now it'll work. Alright, let's see how long that goes. On the plus side, swathing it like this goes way quicker. We'll actually combine in the view of the combine. But for swathing purposes, we'll get this down first. And I might do a little bit of swathing, then a little bit of combining, a little bit of swathing, a little bit of combining. That way we get pretty decent yields. And for right now, everything is just going to go straight into the grain lake. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it right into grain lake. I think that's going to be a better option. Well, YouTube's working, but now my chat window isn't. If it's not one thing, it's another. What did I do? Oh, there we go. There we go, chat window's back. Yeah, so we'll just frickin' go to town swathing maybe for a little bit, and then we'll combine. And this is the reason why I didn't upgrade my combines. I didn't feel the need to. I love this part. I really do. I love this part. And from now on, I'm going to do the seeding. That way, that crap doesn't happen. I can't combine that. It's not mine. this is so cool. I'm happy that the mod works. Now, it would be great if the mod worked for the contracts. Maybe I need a better contract mod. I don't know. But my personal stuff, this is the way to go. Definitely the way to go. I like it. I like it a lot. I could just keep doing it like we normally did with hay. Just keep going around in circles. I should probably do it, if I can, I'll do it the way that we basically do it here. And by that, I mean, you know, we can bale the straw. We can use the straw for later. For right now, I'll just bale it and stack it up somewhere. Probably even use the forklift for that. So we'll stack it somewhere. We'll harrow this. I'll buy a set of harrows because I'm hoping I should have a pretty decent yield off this. I hope. I actually got 2 fields, don't I? Could do. Okay, I do have 2 fields ready to go. Yes, I got this one down here too. These two, the potato. Well, so far, it's loading again, isn't it? Yep, it had to restart itself. I just updated it, so that's not the issue. I mean, having the windrows down like this looks so cool. I've got quite a bit of grain down. Maybe I'll switch over to combining real quick. Do what I have swathed. And that way, at least if it does rain, we're not losing anything. Don't have to wait for it to dry. Although I must admit, it doesn't actually take near as long as I thought to dry. It does actually do a pretty decent job if it's in swaths. So I got the whole outside round to do, plus down and back once. Sweet. Yeah, maybe I'll do a couple rounds. It's saying that I don't have to worry about rain till 1400, and we're only at 9 right now, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours before it should rain. I mean, I maybe can get some of this off. Rain's coming and I can't stop it. Raindrops falling on my head. I would actually like to get the field completely off before it rains, but we shall see. I mean, I will jump in the combine here right away. Get some of it combined, but figured I'd get a little bit of it off here. when I go back down for the... When I go to pick up the combine, I'll put it in the area here, just turn it off, but let the engine run. We'll just quickly combine this edge. So now, if we take a look, yeah, we've taken a fair bit of it off. It's surprising how big this field actually is. Doesn't look like much, but there's a lot here. I am so happy that I can swath my cereals. And I have more straw. It's easier on the combine. Because you're not having to thresh as much. Alright, I'll do this. Alright. That's right, it's not X. Playing a little bit of the making sure. Yeah, it's good. Oh, this brings back memories. Actually, fairly recent too. We used to do the canola up until a couple of years ago. By the sounds of it, he might be doing. Actually, it depends on how much snow we get. He's definitely talking on switching things up. There's a few hardier, drought-resistant crops. Like, there's no perfect crop out there that will work in drought no matter what. But drought-resistant, so it can withstand a little bit of extra heat and no water. So, kind of like either Durham's or... I was surprised even this year. The canola was looking pretty peaked there for a while. But it actually came back pretty good. We were quite surprised by it. Alright, it's looking like I'm going to be full here in a second. I might need a bigger combine just so I can keep going. Yeah, I'll just backfeed it a bit here. Alright, one of these is my tractor. This one's straw, but I still don't want to go through it. I will have to hop over here in a second. And my cart does actually fit underneath. Oh, I guess I could have stayed on that side for a second or two. Damn, I will have to go into it. Oh, wait, hang on, I can manage this a bit better. No, get out of the frickin' tractor. There we go. I just have to finish that piece down there. Oops. Way to get drowned by grain. It's nice looking grain. Looks like it's a fairly clean sample. Okay, 24,000. All right. Back to combine. All right, if I can turn. Catch this one and go. Well, that's not going to be too bad. We are actually getting a decent yield. So need to buy a set of harrows, biggest one that we can possibly muster, which I think would be, where is it? Which they call it weeders actually, which it isn't. It's actually harrows. We'll go with the Borgo set. That's 56,000. So we should be able to buy that, no problem. But after we bale it, all said and done, then we can. And I'll bale it even when it's raining. Don't care. Just straw, anyways. We should be able to, you know, be able to harrow this, get it all worked down. I might still cultivate it. Really do a bunch of field work, get it really good. How'd that look down there? Yep. Kinda looks like I missed. Sure I did. Sure I did. I missed it. Alright, back into it. So how is the rest of our stuff while we're thinking about it? Animals, we've got tons of chickens. Everything looks good there. We're actually still gaining price on the sheep, so that's interesting. No major big contracts yet. If there's a big one that popped up there, I would immediately take it. But I'm not seeing anything. Production, beer production, we're doing alright. Barley's getting low. Barley's always getting low. Chicken, how are we doing with that? Cut chicken, we have 11,000. But the price is kind of crap, so we're just stockpiling at the moment. This stuff is, well, we got some paraffin wax. We've got oil building up. I would just love to max all that out, but I just can't afford it. No, actually, ideally I'd like a new combine too, but I mean I just can't justify or afford it yet. So I guess we're just stuck doing what we're doing. It's nice looking, it's clean sample. Well, it's already 60% full. So by the time I get around there, we're going to be full to the nuts. Alright. Circulate. There'll be a ring of frickin' straw there, but oh well. We'll get as much as we can. with the baler, and then, like I said, I'll just harrow the rest of it under. Then we'll call it good. There was one mod I was actually kind of interested in, and it's actually one that is close to my heart. Only because we actually have one of these centers down here, and that's straw to lumber. There's a guy that down by Calgary, actually, he makes LVL lumber using straw. So I saw that mod the other night when I was goofing off. So, you know, I might see if that mod will work. Because if so, then obviously with my cereals, that would make sense. I am just about full. I mean, I'm getting fairly decent yields. Do that, then the straw doesn't build up as bad. But yeah, I'm gonna have to frickin' go dump again. That's a horrible problem to have, you know? Sure, it's a great problem to have. Back up, blow the straw out. Should be probably pretty good. Stick the pipe out here. Go grab him. That's what I want. Then I actually might go dump this thing. I'm not going to use the truck since I'm right here. Instead, I'll just dump it straight into the lake. Then we can truck it from the lake up when the price comes in. That's a decent price. I'd have to say my field is a little bumpy. Okay, it's really bumpy. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. I was gonna say, I think I got it. I got it. I got it. So yeah, the animals, the eggs might be building up. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know yet. Kind of one of those things. I gotta wait and see what it looks like. Can't get into the combine to see. Okay, the combine's done. 36,000. Yepers. Put the pipe out on this guy. Bonk. Go around the pile here. Okay, this should work. Yep. Yeah, we'll also go back to the combine. Leave him unload. So 36,000 liters so far. That's not bad. We're basically doing our first 2 rounds. That's really not bad. Then by 10:30 we've got our 2 outside rounds done, and we're starting to gnaw our way through the other parts. It's still not raining yet, so we can keep through it. Keep chewing through it. Keep chewing. this still isn't bad. We'll be about 25% full by the time we get down here. I can see it building up in there. Oh, hell no, we're going to be 30%. I mean, to have almost a full combine going down and back, that'd be huge. Now, can I actually hire a worker? Nope. Nope, they can't. Oh, darn, you know? They can't hire a guy to do it. It makes sense, so you can't. I mean, it works for silage and whatnot like that, but not on this one, but that's alright. I could actually, I think I could actually hire a swather to go back and forth through it. I should see about that, because then we could just keep combining. Let's go check that out. We'll combine to him. We shall see. But if I look inside here, I got 36,000 Wheaties. What is the price of wheat? Grain mills 528, beer production 515, blooming guards 509. We'd probably haul to the grain mill. 528 per 1,000 liter. So there's actually a pretty penny there. If it was 1,000 per 1,000, that'd be $36,000, right? But basically divide by half, so we got 16,000 at the moment. That'll build up. Oh well. And the answer to the question is, oh hell yeah. Okay, so you can do the swathing. And I can do the combining. At this rate, we should actually get this field off pretty quick. I'll still do the outside rounds on them, but if I have the swather to, especially before rain. And we do got quite a bit of field work to do on this. I'll be over 80% down here. Oh, he's just zooming. That's nice. Ah, that's pretty close. Oh yeah, this is really bringing back memories now. Except the problem is I'm gonna have to empty this damn thing pretty soon. I really don't like the inside of the Klauses. There's a lot going on, but I don't know. I don't like the design. probably work just fine, but I know my one camera doesn't work. Okay, somewhere here's a tractor. I mean, if the guy can swath it for me, I can combine it. Does it take me a little bit to combine? Takes me a lot longer to combine than it does swathing. Especially since this part I have to do all by myself. Because I got nobody around to help me. Nobody at all. Alright. Fill me up before you go. I gotta go up the front hood. No, not like that. There we go. Oh, almost fell off. Yeah, at this rate, if he can swath it, I can combine it. It's actually not that bad anyways. There's 3 full rows and this partial one. Back to her. Well, we'll stack up a pile of straw anyways. You never know if it gets to be too chaotic with a straw like this. We could just blow it out the end. But even if I sold some of the bales and that, I could still make a little bit of profit. Or at least I think so in my mind. Whether or not that's reality. I can sense that little bastard's coming up. I mean, if they really wanted to get technical, we could have feed rates set up on this. We could have rotor speed, fan speed. You know, what are we combining? Are we combining ketchup or are we combining mustard? Or is it all beans and gravy? Because it depends on the RPM and how it's actually running. I don't know how many times I've I've been out there and it's like, oh, what are you running at? Oh, mustard. Oh, okay. You might want to settle her down a bit. Yeah, okay. But if I run her just on the border of mustard, then I'm good. I mean, most people have the RPM indicators that are the red, yellow, and green, obviously, right? And I'm willing to bet there's quite a few guys out there that if I said, oh yeah, I run a borderline on the mustard, they're probably going, I know what you mean. We did just pass him again, didn't we? I mean, I'm happy with this. Oh yeah, he's coming up. He's going to pass me. On the plus side, these are the longer runs, and further down we go, the shorter it gets. I don't see him yet. I sense he's there, but I don't see him yet. According to the map, he's basically right beside me. There he is. Just a frickin' swathing. Probably what I'll do is I'll stop at the end here, dump again, and then do my down and back. If I do it like that, then I don't have to stop in the middle. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Well, I mean, if the worker can only do that, it's still helpful. Oh yeah, now I'm catching up to him. Could you imagine combining a 30? So that would be 12 and... What would we have? 12 and 8? 12 and 9? So we got about 21,000. So we're over 50,000 liters so far on this field. I predict maybe I might get really lucky and have 60. Not 60. That's 60,000 if we're already at 50. 120,000. Let's say that. If I averaged 120, I think I'd be doing pretty decent. So that's still $60,000. Well, yeah, that would be $60,000. I could deal with 60,000. Yeah, because the price is going down there. Blumengard grain, depending on what it does, that might be where we haul a load to just to temporarily make ends meet. Well, I've combined a quarter. He's got about half of it swathed. So that's really not bad. Oh yeah. We might be able to get this frickin' field combine before it starts raining. Still calling for it at 1,400? Yes. And then all the way up to August, it's frickin' raining. Supposedly. I hope it isn't. All of July for rain. Ah. I mean, we could set the speed to real time. So for however long it takes me. It doesn't change how fast this goes. Just take the time in the background. When combining, it should, especially when we're trying to race for weather. Must get fields off. E.T. go home. I mean, we're chewing through some decent ground. All in all, I'm kind of happy about that. Actually, all in all, I'm kind of happy that the mod works. That's That's more so excitement than anything else. Is the mod works. But just like real life, you actually gotta pay attention because it tends to wander. Now, unfortunately, though, one bad part about YouTube right now that I found is the likes. If you guys are liking, and I do appreciate everyone that does like and share the content and whatnot, I can't actually see it anymore for whatever reason. So if you guys are liking and whatnot, I will just put that out there and say that thank you for it. But unfortunately, it doesn't give me notifications on it anymore. It hasn't since the last YouTube update. And yes, I did complain about it. That is my right to complain. Alright, I'm just going to stick the pipe out here and then I'll grab it with the tractor again. I just noticed it actually does give you the percentage on that screen about how full your grain is. That's kind of neat. That's actually really kind of neat. I just noticed that. Well, I think we've actually got some of the field off tonight. Nah, it's only straw. Who cares if I drive over it? It's not the good windrows. Then I'll probably go quickly dump this thing again. But yeah, no, I do appreciate everyone that comes out and watches and does the liking, does the sharing, as it does help us. Helps us a lot by growing and whatnot. And it helps us also with the stream to make it better. Alright, I think that's pretty much got it. Yeah, okay. And this thing's actually set, I think, for 70,000 liters. That it's the weight, I think. Somebody parked the truck in the wrong spot here. Hello. Oh, don't pour it in there. I'll drive this thing back out in a second. It won't take me long to dump this. Why get a truck involved when I can just quickly do this? I'm so close to the farm. There we go. Alright. Back to combining. Out one piece of equipment in another. Oh, I like this mod. I like this mod a lot. See? The little grain hopper on the screen down there is empty. We get to see it go from black to yellow. Actually, he's not that far from being done swathing. How many more windrows do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's on 7. 8 would be this one. I've got a little ways to go to catch up. little ways to go yet. But I'm sitting at about a third of the field. Maybe another one, maybe two, and I'm half. And I'm going down and back and dumping. So how much do we have now in my 68,000? So we've got, that's about $34,000. Hey, 34,000 is actually not bad. I can make some cash with that. So yeah, we will be over the 60,000 mark from my guesstimation. But the guesstimation is good. Down at the bottom, turn around, turn around. What is the price? Everything is falling on it. Well, that sucks. That figures, but that sucks. I mean, I could hold on to it. Hold on to it for better pricing. Have any new contracts coming in? Nope. Because I'm not the only one harvesting right now. Like, there's a lot of fields open here that it could be harvestable. I'm hoping that I'm not only just doing my fields, I'm hoping that there's others that come about, in which case we will grab the bigger header. Oh, he's catching up again. I think he might only have 3 rounds left before he's done. Because I can't see it being that much. Yeah, maybe 3, 4. That's it. There is quite a difference between us, though. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he's on 9. Hopefully I didn't bite off more than I can chew and get this off in time. And the one thing I might do, and I thought about this, is I might put a silo or 2, like a grain bin down at the other farm where the other bin is, just with the auger, or with an auger. I could use it for feed down there. What am I doing? I need to dump. I need to dump, stupid. Well, at least we got some farming sim in. Tomorrow night I'll get some Assassin's Creed in, and then I will be gone till at least Friday. I don't know if I'll be streaming Friday night. I don't know. But I'll be gone for that whole week. There'll be a couple shorts coming on, and maybe there's definitely next week there's going to be a warband video, and then be home for a couple days and then back down. Oops, wrong button. So that is the scheduling and the plan as of right now. This contains absolutely nothing. Just straw. I think I missed my mark. Yeah, I have a big job. It's a big flooring job. So yeah, I'll be away for a couple weeks, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Just a nice looking green. My Swathered guy is just about done. How did I miss that before? I'm going old school. Swathing my cereals and combining it with a pickup. Hey, cool. Congrats, buddy. Chewing through the ground. I mean, just like real life. You know, pin it in cruise control, step outside, take a leak. Well, except you can't, but you know. Well, you can. There's ways around it. You know, drop the GPS connection halfway down the hill so it decides to wander off the line anyways. Yep, that's happened. Oh no, you don't need to pay attention to the new combines, not at all. Nope. Except the coverage sucks. I am basically 50% down here. Actually, I'm a little bit better, considering I did my outside rounds. And he's got one left? Maybe? With rain approaching. More or less, I was curious to know if this mod worked. And it did, thankfully. I am really curious, though. I want to take a look at that one lumber mill. If it's anything like the one we have out here in Alberta. The one that converts straw to lumber. If that is a mod in this game, I gotta have it. They've been in operation for a lot of years. Probably better part of a good 20 at least. Like, they started out just making plywoods, like Louisiana board or chipboard, depending on what you want to call it. OSB. And then now they're making actual structural beams and stuff. And potentially lumber. And the best part is they really, like, they can do it with any straw, but the one guy I talked to that bought some says, yeah, that they're actually using flax straw. Says the stuff is basically water resistant and rot resistant, which makes sense because I've dealt with that. You need to disc it, you need to disc it, you need to disc it some more, you need to cultivate it, you need to disc it, and you might potentially have it, but probably not. Kind of like hemp. if you ever decide that harvesting hemp is a good idea, think again. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a three-way cash crop. You make money on the chaff, you make money on the seeds, you make money on the straw. It's a giant pain in the ass to do, though. And the guys that were helping my cousins do it, it didn't pan out. Because they said, oh yeah, no, your chaff wagon will be exactly on par with your seeds. So you're basically your standard hopper. Oh yeah, no problem. Not an issue there. Well, that's not what happened. It turns out the chaff wagon, after about 250 yards down the field, would fill up and jam if you didn't dump. Whereas the hopper is maybe 20, maybe 30% full. Okay, well, underneath the chaff wagon is a windrow of straw like this. Now, here's where it got a little bit interesting and a little bit annoying. The chaff wagon lifts up and dumps into the truck, so you can fill the walking floors and you can bugger off, right? Cool, makes sense, works good. That stuff is basically like talcum powder, but it works good. But it doesn't, because hemp straw binds up real well. And you have to drive the truck into the field. You have to drive the truck over top of the windrow, okay, to get close enough to dump that cart. If you drive over that windrow of hemp, it wound so freaking tight around your drive shaft and start fire. It wasn't really worth it in the end. We actually ended up getting the baler out there and following behind the combine, baling the crap as fast as it would go, just so the chaff wagons could be offloaded into the trucks without the trucks driving through the crap. And if you didn't do it that way, you ended up being stupid, is what it ended up being, because you'd have to be underneath the truck for 2 or 3 hours cutting the straw out instead of hauling. And where they were hauling to was like 6 hours away. So when I say it was a three-way cash crop, it really was. You could make money on the straw, you could make money on the chaff, you could make money on the seeds. Great. The time it took to combine the field, though, your profits dwindled pretty quickly, versus time to pay guys and time to maintain your equipment. And don't think just baling it solved the problems. The baler tangled all the time too. You have to shut the tractor off, lift it up, clean it out. It was a never-ending fight. And I do mean fight. Oh, he is actually done. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, it was brutal. I mean, again, it was it a good field? Yeah, it was. But like if we have all the combines running in a quarter section, we can knock that baby off in 4 or 5 hours, right? Which is impressive, to say the least. That quarter section of hemp took us 3 days. And I don't mean like 3 8-hour days. I'm talking 12 to 14-hour days before it got tough again. I just can't believe, though, how many people driving down the road would slam on the brakes, look at the field, and go, "That's a massive pile of pot." Nope, it's hemp. You just want it to be like, you're not going to get high off that. If anything else, you're just going to get a massive headache. But I mean, you're open to try it. Needs rolling. No, actually it needs harrowing. Heavy set of diamond harrows would just clean all this right up. And because it's actually not going through the season, instead of cultivating it, I might just zero till beyond that point. I'll still heavy harrow it, but I'll just maybe run the board go through it. I think that might be what I'll do. Oh yeah, you're better off. I mean, it was neat. I learned a lot about that kind of crop. But I know my cousin was looking into planting it again under one condition. That there's an actual machine that does all of it in one. It harvests it. The seeds go in one compartment, chaff goes in another, and the straw goes into the end of it and pops out a square bale. So there is a machine out there that does all of it. This thing was brutally expensive, and your cutting width was not as much as a 54 foot or 52. Is it 52 or 54 foot? I can't remember now. Or maybe it was just a 50 foot straight cut header. This thing is only like 30. Might just be a 30 foot. But it's a built-in one machine for it. I told him, well, depending on how much it is, get like 4 or 5 of them. He kind of laughed and went, yeah, not for that price. So I don't know how much they are. I'm suspecting more than anybody's willing to pay. Enter and dump. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy sitting in a real life combine and doing exactly this. And it's stupid because I'm one of those guys that can do it for like 8-9 hours straight. And being the helper is better than being the farmer. I don't have the bills to pay like everyone else. However, the check is nice, but it would also be kind of nice to actually own a farm again, but I don't know. I don't know if the headache is worth it. I mean, when you have a good year, you have a good year. When you have a bad year, you really have a bad year. And I hope you can do another year. And this year, around where we are, it's a little auspicious. And I say that because we don't have that much snowpack and moisture is low. So we could be going into one of those cycle droughts, which for farming is not a good thing. I was really surprised how the crops bounced back this year though. Like We literally planted in the dust. And the saying, I know the saying well. If you plant in the dust, the bins will bust. The bins busted this year. I don't know how, but they did. The canola was, yeah. Like, I mean, if we averaged 50 bushels an acre with canola, we were lucky. But the cereals, holy crap. We don't have a whole lot of Durham wheat up here, but I know there's talk of a few guys trying it. Malt barley's huge up here. There's a lot of malt barley fields. And depending on where you're at, like right around where I'm at, they were pushing anywhere from 100 to 130 bushels an acre, which is insane. And it was good quality. Lower moisture content, but not too low. I think it was still about 8. But yeah, no, I couldn't believe it. The guy's combining right around our house, and that I stopped and talked to his uncle, which was the guy truck driving, and he says, "Well, we haven't got in the low line area yet, but up around your place we're pushing 110." Yeah, I found out he was averaging about 120 overall. That's not bad. I don't know what it cost to put in, or how much he got out in the. Well, he probably. It's stupid around here. The contracts suck. It's like all of a sudden you'll get a contract for 30,000 bushels, and then you go, okay, cool, I got rid of 30,000. Wait a minute, I still have 100. Damn it. I can't do anything with it. Although the malt barleys, that's not really much of an issue. There's so many craft breweries around here that will gobble that stuff up. And it's not like it goes to waste. Once you've made your beers, you can then sell the malting to farmers for feed. So it's kind of a win-win. There's like zero waste in the end. I mean zero waste because stuff also makes good fertilizer. If you can stand the smell. Because that stuff's ripe. Walked around in the field by mistake. Must have hit a patch of rotting barley, and yep, my truck still smells of it. Oh, that's putrid. If you haven't ever smelt malt barley rotting before, it's it's quite magical. But the best way to describe it is like have a can of beer and then don't drink all of it, just leave about a quarter of it in the bottom and just put it on your desk or counter and forget about it for about 6 months. That smell will start to erupt. That's basically what a whole field of rotting grain smells like. Except canola. Oh, that's bad. Like, I've been near a rotting deer carcass that smelled better than rotting canola. It's like sickly sweet, but it smells like rotting dead mouse. It's gross. What's worse is when you have to clean a bin out. That was one of my first jobs when I was helping my cousins. We need to put fresh canola in here. We need to clean this whole crap out. Alright. Well, I should warn you, we forgot to close the lid. So, it's been raining all, year. The stuff's probably pretty ripe by now. opened up the door and went, whoa! You're not kidding. It's pretty bad. Oh, it's beyond unique. It is definitely beyond unique. And it's greasy. It's not hard to tell that this stuff is made for oil. And you don't know how bad it is until you accidentally slip and you get a whole lot closer to it. Arrgh. Oh, I remember what I did. So I shoveled most of it out, or a good chunk of it out, and I remember I got the Hotsy, shoved it through the door, opened it up, opened up the auger, because it had a bottom fleeting in the bottom of the bin, and I opened it up, and just pressure washed with hot water that whole bin down and just used the fleeting and dug it out. And then of course I made the mistake of showing him that what it looked like afterwards, and they went, "Oh man, this is really nice. It's like brand new in here." Uh-huh. "Oh, could you do that with the other bins?" No. I'm going to need to drink a half bottle of whiskey first before I have enough gumption to even venture forth. I'm actually almost done this field. And it's not even, well, now that we put it back to real time, it's not even lunch yet. So it might be lunch. That gives us 12, 13, 14. That's 2.5, 3 hours. I mean, it's a gamble. I could do the outside rounds and set them forth again. How are we going to do this one, though? This one's going to be, well, I guess we could go lengthways for a bit. Like, here's a bit funky. Or, yeah, it's maybe better just go back and forth, up and down. Because this one is nearing overripe. I was also going to check the contracts. Nope, nothing new. Of course not. Oops. As I'm wandering away. Yeah, I could do the outside rounds. Raise it. There we go. So we only have 2, maybe 3 left here. And move the swather. Oh yeah, that's right. So we can move the swather out of the way. How many rows do we have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so not so bad. Okay, we moved him out of the way. I'm not worried about the straw, I'm worried about getting my fields off. Straw is the least of my concern, so I can go down and back, and we're done. Okay, that's acceptable. Then we get to see how much we actually got off the field. I was hoping for about 120,000 in the end, but I don't know if we did. Guess I could quite take a look here. Oh, that's possible. 100. Well, actually more than 120,000 liters. We're at 101 right now. Prices suck. I guess I'm gonna have to hold on to it. we're on here, but I can quickly look in the construction as the combine's wandering away here. Silo, not silo extensions. It's 117 for just a little guy like this. There's nothing smaller, isn't there? There's the egg pack of 220. 42,000. Whoa, that's expensive. Well, we wandered away. This is probably the reason why you shouldn't look at your phone while you're driving. How far back to there? About there. Alright, now we're good. So about 117,000. I mean, 24 is 125. We could do a couple of those in an auger. I don't know how much. I really don't know how much oats I'm gonna get off, but I know oats are worth it. They're kind of like a cash crop. It's kind of why I planted them too, is because they're kind of a cash crop. They're kind of one of those unique cereals that are actually worth a lot. Not so much for production wise in the game, but they're worth a lot, because when you think about it, oats are going up 785 per 1,000, and if we get well, I want to say this field is obviously bigger than this one, but not by much. I want to say I should average maybe 130, 140. Say if we average 140, that is about $110,000. That's not bad. That's not bad. Of course, you guys all realize too that because I have a big job that I'm working on, and with the construction side, that I'll completely forget what I'm doing by next time. That's just normal. Alright, down and back one more time and this field is done. That's a good feeling. Alright. Pick it up here. Or my other option is just to bring the Super Bee down there and just truck it like a mad person into here. So 24 and 24, that's 48. 48,000 in that one bin. Plus I would also need an auger. So grain me handling devices. Say 30,000. Or unless I go with a bigger one. I could just go with a 50. Big guy. I mean, just a regular west field would probably suffice. Then we could just use the fork tractor over there. I mean, we could try it. And just use the tandem. Tandem works way better than the frickin' Super Bee. Super Bee is basically just destined for major trucking. I think that's what's going to end up being anyways. The tandem works great for dumping into augers and dumping into, well, augers for the board goes. And not only the board goes too, it actually works really well for fertilizer too. Squeaky chair, squeaky chair. I could have a little snifter of good stuff too. I'm not leaving, but I might have to get another one. Kind of wandering all over the field while I'm doing this. Well, at least we got one field done tonight. I'm feeling better about that. And we have the other field there that we can start tonight. And while I'm over there, at least then I can check the chickens, the lawnmowers, and the honey bees. Bees are actually a pretty good little staple crop. I couldn't get rich off them, but they're steady income. Now, begs the question. What are we actually sitting at for our finances? Have I spent my load? Oops. That one. Actually, I'm not bad. It's pretty close to being on par. No income otherwise, but the industry I'm not going to worry about tonight. We do have chicken that we could sell. There's actually got a lot of chicken that I could sell. But I don't think the chicken is worth very much right now. I'm trying to let it build back up in pricing. It's worth a lot more before. No, it's going down in price. It's only 18. It'd be nice if it was back up to 2. Back where we were making over 8,000 a pallet. Alright, we got our wheat off. Wheat is basically in the bin as it goes. I know that's a mod. That's like the main silo there is a mod for my brewery, but that'd be awesome to have a half dozen of those big boys. I know usually they're used for feed, like feed mills and feedlots and things like that, but for a big grain operation, that'd be nice. And I'll go for a few minutes longer tonight since it was a little bit later for me to get on. Got a little bit of a mad rush to do a little tomorrow night, but I think for the most part I can still stream. I actually got my go bag ready anyways. If it rains on this, who cares? I can still bale in the rain. If the bales are bad, then I guess I'm selling them. We're gonna have about 40,000, so shit, we got about 140,000 off here in the first place. That's not bad. Oh, I'm maxed anyways. Wheat is heavier apparently. Holy crap, yeah, I can feel it on the tractor. That is a lot of heavy frickin' grain. I think I've roughly figured that I have about a million liters that I could put in here. Yep, I'll quickly go dump the combine. Grab the swather. Do my 2 outside rounds. If it was a bigger field, I'd probably do 3. But in this one, I'm just going to do 2. Plus the price miraculously changed. If it got near 600, I would definitely haul a load and then keep the rest, but it's kind of my cutoff. Oops. Not really what I want to do. I was gonna hit escape. Grain is up. Yeah, so if this was sitting about 600, I would be more inclined. And if this was about 500, I'd be really inclined to sell some oats. Oats are where it's at, man. I mean, this big tractor, it definitely helped. Helped a lot for moving the heavy stuff. I might might just truck the grain with the Super B. And now I can grab the swather. I won't go through this. I thought about it. If we at least get the outside rounds done on that oat field, I'd be happy. Because that gives us time to bale everything in the rain, harrow it, and put her down to seed. Because I think we were doing one of them in canola, and I think one of them in barley. I think that's what we were planning. It depends on our seeding. Is canola is August, and wheat and barley is. Okay, so we don't have to worry about seeding it right away. That's kind of good. Right across his yard here. Well, for the sorghum, I've actually missed the seeding on it right now. I do have sorghum in the field of, I think 37, isn't it? Yes, 37 is sorghum. I should have it harvested, like your canolas and stuff, will be June. I'll miss that one. It's tough to say. The Sorghum for next time, wherever that damn thing is. Yeah, it's in March and April, but is in August. That one might be with a potato field. You don't leave the sorghum. Just keep the canola. Stupid grass. Guess I should have mowed the outside round first. I'm trying to be careful with it. If I leave a little bit of grain on the outside, I'd rather have a little bit of grain on the outside than a pile of grass in my mix. Like that. That's bad. Can't combine grass. And once I got him, once I've done the 2 outside rounds, then I can just set him up to swath to his heart's content while I get the combine over here. I just start going to town on it. Stupid grass. See, that's that stretch that's pretty much garbage. I can't combine that. Oops. That's the one downside way of doing this. The way I'm doing it. I almost need to go around with a rototiller and clean it first before I start swathing. I am happy my trees are growing. There is no grass there. Why are you doing that to me? Like I said, it's a bit tricky. As the lawnmowers look on and go, that looks tasty. Alright, come back over here. I think for the most part I'll still be alright. It's a good sized field. I should make a fair bit of oats. But since I still own the edge here, that's kind of where I was thinking of maybe throwing up a couple bins or something. Oops. That's a pretty big miss. I'm over halfway. I am over halfway on my first round. There is some grass in it. Stop that. But I think I did alright for the most part. chewing through it. I am definitely chewing through it. Well, if I quickly do a secondary round, I could get on the combine before the end of the stream and actually do some combining over here. And then that sort of gives us an idea too. Kind of would give us an idea of, okay, do we end up putting a couple bins up, or do we truck it, or I want to still say bins, but I'll cut down on my trucking. Alright, that was actually a good corner. Yeah, so I think what we'll end up doing is one field in barley and one field in canola. And then the sorghum, like we'll take that one field of sorghum off. That'll probably end up being I could even be a beans field. I can put beans in there and then do sorghum back in it or something. Yeah, because beans are the same kind of thing. It's further out harvest. But I could do the beans. Give her the beans, man. Give her the beans. Alright. Second round, not taking near as much time. But I do need him swathing and me combining. That's the big ticket item there. And I don't know where I picked up all that grass, but that really sucks. That was a good portion, it's just garbage now. I'll just end up baling it. I harvest some oats today. Yep, sounds good, bud. Have a good one. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm not long for the world either. I'm gonna finish my second round, get this guy going. I might combine 1 round, 2 rounds. I'm curious to know how much I'm gonna get. And the first round should tell me how much I'm gonna get out of this. Yeah, it should be alright. I mean, I'm kind of surprised exactly how much I got out of the wheat. 142,000. So that would be $71,000, give or take. That's a tight corner. Actually did fairly decently around that corner. Left a little bit, but not much. That's working nice. Some healthy windrows too, all things considered. Alright, so I guess I'll go all the way down to the corner and then I'll unleash him. I notice the weeds aren't in the windrow. It doesn't even look like they've been sprayed, it's just they're gone. Once you swath them, they're gone, man. So if I hire him, what happens here? That's what happens. No, don't try to swath the grass, that's not good. Alright, so now, knowing that point in the ground, okay, that's not bad. I think I can manage that. I'll just make a little tiny one right here. There we go. Alright, somewhere here is... Oh, I guess we can haul him down there. It won't take long to get down there. See how well my cash crop staples come out. Alright, he's down there. Bring the big boy down and see where we sit. Oh, crap. Oh, driving around with the pipe out again. Seems to be par for the course with me. Okay, if I back up. Throw some fuel in this thing. Well, I got the chance to. Alright, we're fueled up, ready to go. We're all fueled up. Oh, ho, ho. Alright, let's do a quick little, I was going to say vacuuming. Well, I guess we're kind of vacuuming grain. Do a little test combine, see what we get. No idea until I start. Oh, this isn't going to take long. There's a fairly significant amount of oats here. %. We only did one row this far. This isn't a very big run. Yeah, this is definitely going to add up quickly. %, we're just right here. %. And that's just 2 little spots. Oh yeah, we're gonna make something here. This is going to be a cash crop. I'm thinking at this point we're probably going to be sitting at about 200 to 300,000. I think. That's 30% in that little spot. Yeah, it really makes me wonder. So, going back to this. Even this one's not gonna. We might as well spend the 42,000 for a big guy. And then just do an auger and conveyor to get it in there. Then we can at our leisure truck it to the main farm. Working on the outside round again. Alright everyone, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you are new here and you're watching this at a later date, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I keep forgetting to say this, though. While it's on my mind, I'm saying it now. And of course you can do that underneath the video. And of course the husk girl in the bottom right corner. Just smack him upside the head, he pops out a button, hit it, and it'll go away. And of course you can, all the likes, the shares, it does help us. And of course you can also hit that alert bell so you know when new content comes out and when we go live. Like I said, we'll try to go live one more time tomorrow night. And then I'll be gone for about a week. At least. And then we'll go from there. Take care, everybody.